Hey, Bill O'Reilly here. Welcome to the No Spin News, Tuesday, April 18th, 2023. Stand up for your country. Well, the Fox News defamation trial underway in Delaware. And I don't want to sound conceited, far be it from me, right? But you'll get the best coverage of this here because I know what's going on. And that is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. So a quick reminder, this case could settle at any time. All right. So even though the trial has begun, if Fox News and the Dominion voting machine people come together and with a settlement, then it evaporates. So just keep that in mind. So how do we get here? We went over this yesterday in defamation. If you want to read about it, go to BillO'Reilly.com, punch up my column, okay, about malice, and I don't want to go over that again, but it's there for anybody to read. You don't have to be a premium member, just go and read it. So Fox News began in October of 1996. I was on board. My show was the O'Reilly Report. It was at 6 o'clock. And it took 2 years and me being promoted to the 8 o'clock slot, which happened fairly quickly. And then I changed the name to the O'Reilly Factor for the network to take off. And I always knew it would, because all the other television media skewed left. Not as bad as it is today, but it was a liberal industry. And I had worked at ABC and CBS. I saw it. I know it. So when the Fox News people came to me, I didn't care about ideology at all. I just wanted to do good reporting and analysis. They didn't even ask me, are you conservative? Are you liberal? Nobody asked me a word. They hired me because of my journalistic chops, as they say. So I did a program that was an honest program, and we up in the ratings, and we passed Larry King, and the rest is history, as they say. Now, in the beginning, Fox News was staffed mostly by journalists and some liberal journalists. You remember Catherine Cryer from CNN, and then Mike Schneider was a primary news guy. I'm not going to say they were avid liberals, but they were certainly on the left. And it was equally divided between people who had traditional points of view and others who were more liberal. And it was never a problem. It was like everybody worked together, and that was that. And then Fox News started to dominate as the O'Reilly Factor became by far the most successful cable news program in history and remains so today. All right, the left went wild, and I had to deal with an unbelievable amount of attacks, as you all know if you followed my career, unrelenting, from the New York Times, the Washington Post, NBC News, you name it, okay, because they feared us. We had a lot of power. And then we just made money, a colossal amount of money, okay? And nothing really changed in the hierarchy. Roger Ailes was the boss. He maintained that up until 7 years ago. In the process, I was, as Dennis Miller called me, the beat cop at Fox News. So if there was anything crazy, I would deal with it on my program. Now, let me give you a vivid example. You'll all remember this. Remember the birther thing? President Obama was born in Kenya, so he was ineligible to be president. Remember that? Okay, that took a little bit of root among conservatives at Fox News. So I had my investigators, and I had probably the best staff ever assembled in the history of television news, because I picked them, and they had to go through rigorous Navy SEAL-like training. So we uncovered in Honolulu the 2 newspapers that printed the birth announcement of Barack Obama. Okay? That could not have been faked. We had to go into what they call the morgue, which is where old news stories are put by the individual newspapers around the country. We dug it out. It's impossible to contrive it. It was absolutely 100% legitimate. That stopped the birther thing dead at Fox News. Trump continued to peddle it. And then I brought him on and I hit him right between the eyes with what we had. So if you ever hear anybody saying that I'm in a tank for Trump, you know it's BS. Okay, whether it was Muslims demonstrating after 9/11, whether it was John McCain, whether it was the birther stuff, I was the one that confronted Donald Trump when I thought he was out of line. And I do that to this day. And to his credit, he never disassociated himself with me, to his credit. Okay, when I left Fox News 6 years ago, the beat cop left and management changed. And the new management was not journalistically inclined. They were business people. They wanted to make money, even more money. So the template changed from what we did and many other programs did on Fox News. Remember Hannity and Combs and all of that, which was robust debate, both sides. Okay? So you would hear opposing points of view. Me and Barney Frank, me and Jon Stewart, even Colbert was on my program. Okay? I would bring on almost anybody to have a spirited debate. If they lied, they got what Barney Frank got, which wasn't pleasant. Now that's gone. Not only at Fox News, but all across the board. So now it's the host or the pundit gives an opinion, and then the guest pretty much agrees with that opinion. There are exceptions, not many. Almost every segment on my program, The Factor, featured two sides to whatever we were talking about. If Fox News had that same system in place, now it would not be in a Delaware courtroom facing $1 billion judgment. And believe me, it's far beyond that. There's another lawsuit by Smartmatic coming up. There are going to be shareholder lawsuits against Fox. It's never going to end. Never mind the court of public opinion. Okay, so that sets the stage. Now, when I was at Fox, the organization achieved a little bit of credibility in the outside media. For example, I was on Letterman, Leno, Kimmel, The View many, many times, dozens of times. I had 4 movies produced from the Killing Books in Hollywood, dealing with Hollywood people. Okay? I was nominated for 2 Emmys as executive producer of those movies. Again, Hollywood. I gave out a Kennedy Centers Award to Herbie Hancock. So we were in the mainstream. They never liked us, they being the corporate media. But we were there. That's gone. Gone. Fox News is isolated now, stands on its own. That was the column I wrote this Sunday about every media operation in this country wants Fox to lose. And they're maliciously attacking the Fox News channel without hearing any testimony. A guy named Michael Hiltzig in the LA Times, which is now the furthest left big city newspaper in the country. It's past the New York Times. I didn't think that was possible, but it is. He's calling for Fox News to be taken off all the cable systems, this fascist Hiltzig. That's what he wants, okay? And Colbert, the worst, believe me, the worst. Here's what he said. Go.
Back stateside, we're all excited because today was supposed to be the first day of Dominion's defamation trial against Fox News. But early this morning, when I was all set with a breakfast of popcorn and champagne, I learned that the Dominion versus Fox trial was delayed. No. You cannot take this away from me. This is my Super Bowl.
I can't tell you, Ness, and I'm not going to do it. But you know how, now I like Stewart. Okay, even though Stewart and I are 180 degrees. Him? Okay, so I don't know what's going to happen in this trial. I'm going to report it fairly. Unfortunately, the trial will not be covered fairly. The lead reporter for the Associated Press, a man named David Bowder, he hates Fox. Hates me from day one. He's the lead reporter for the Associated Press on a trial. It's insane. Mediaite's first article on it was fair. A guy named Aidan McLaughlin. Okay? So, but I'm watching everybody. I'm watching the trial and everybody covering the trial. So keep it here if you want to know what really happens. No matter what happens, Fox has to pay $1 billion or whatever, it will remain in business. But its core audience has shrunk to 3 million people now. Okay? And I was on the two runs, 5-6 million. And the demographic 25 to 54 viewers has almost disappeared. Not only for Fox, but also CNN and MSNBC. There is a flight away from television news and on the networks too. Or no growth at all anywhere. And now they're going to start to cut salaries and lay people off, and it's inevitable. It's over. Okay? But it will be there. The 3 million who are core Fox viewers will not turn away, no matter what happens. And that's the memo. The chairman of the Fed is promising more pain ahead. Last year, stocks dropped a whopping 20%. 2023 could be worse. You are right to be worried. So call the only precious metal dealer I trust, American Hartford Gold. They will show you how to protect your savings and retirement accounts by diversifying your portfolio with physical gold and silver. Since I've been a client and spokesperson, the price of gold has appreciated more than 35%. So please call today and they'll have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your IRA or 401k. They have thousands of satisfied customers and have the highest rating in the country with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Please tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you, and they will give you up to $5,000 of free silver on your first order. Please call 866-501-5201. That's 866-501-5201 or text Bill to 65532. Again, that's 866-501-5201 or text Bill to 65532. All right, let's get to the mail. Kathy, concierge member, direct access to me. Thank you, Kathy. Could it be said that Dominion and all the other lawsuits against Fox and Newsmax are actively trying to shut down conservative viewpoints? If they are successful, the only viewpoints that will be heard are liberal and woke. Dominion wants money. They want money. I mean, they're no fans of Fox, but that's the primary motivator. Mark, it's such an injustice that Fox is being roasted in the media and now hurt financially through the courts for allegedly doing something the other mainstream media outlets do 10 times worse. Whataboutism doesn't cut it, Mark. If Fox did something wrong and it looks like they did, okay, you have to pay the price. Whataboutism, you're right. The others are hypocrites. We know that. But you just can't dismiss. Donna, concierge member. Thank you, Donna. I'm very interested in the trial. Will Fox News cover it? No. They're not going to. They haven't covered it up to this point in any meaningful way, and I don't believe they'll cover it. Deborah, the liberal media wants Fox completely gone, then the evil rhetoric the liberal media is spewing will become truth. Certainly that is in play. There's no doubt about it. Rob Conleaf, Westfield, New Jersey. Hypothetically, if Fox loses in court, could the door be open for defamation lawsuits against the left-wing news networks? Yeah, you could sue if you want, but you'll lose unless you can show damages and malice and all of that. Plus, you better have $10 million to pay the attorneys. I mean, that's the system. Neil Watko, Crested Butte, Colorado. Beautiful town, Neil. Bill, please advise if Donald Trump is mandated to attend the future Republican debates. No, not to attend, but he wants to attend. He's going to go after his competition. Ginny Nims, Blackwood, New Jersey. Have you ever asked Donald Trump about his plans during the campaign to ensure legal elections? Yeah, you can't ensure legal elections. It's the states. The individual states monitor the elections. Feds can't do anything about it. There's an election commission. I mean, if I were running for president, I would have my people at the polling places with cameras, but a candidate can't do anything about it other than send people out to watch. Bill Forrest, Woodbridge, Virginia, please clarify why the left despises Clarence Thomas. Come on, you know why. He's conservative. He's anti-abortion. I mean, I don't have to do that. Catherine, it's frustrating to live in a world where so many have bad manners. This weekend, I noticed something. There were many well-educated individuals who have no political concerns whatsoever. They're totally oblivious to what's happening. Absolutely. It's not a matter of poor or rich. It's a matter of me, 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 me. If you're a narcissist, you don't care about anything else. Okay, word of the day is poltroon, P-O-L-T-R-O-O-N. Don't be a poltroon. Back with the final thought in a moment. Well, you did the tough thing during COVID. You paid your people and pulled your business through the pandemic. And now you could qualify for up to $26,000 per employee at covidtaxrelief.org. Government funds are available to reward companies with 2 or more employees who stayed open during COVID. This is not a loan. You don't have to pay it back. Nobody knows about this more than the CPAs and tax experts at covidtaxrelief.org. You pay nothing up front. They do the work and share a percentage of the cash they get back for you. Even those businesses who took PPP loans can qualify. Nonprofits and churches as well. So let covidtaxrelief.org help you get up to $26,000 per employee. Visit covidtaxrelief.org. That's covidtaxrelief.org. All right, here's the final thought of the day. In my message, I told you over the weekend, I was driving down from New England. A guy cut me off on the Mass Pike. He had a bumper sticker on his Honda, which said, "Religion Fake News." Now, I wasn't upset. I was inspired. So I've got a bumper sticker for you. Let's throw it on up on radio. It reads, "Atheism, nothing there." They will be available momentarily. We're making them as I speak. How can you get them? If you buy anything in our BillO'Reilly.com store, anything, for mom, for dad, for yourself, the books, the Team Normal gear. Let's take a look at the Team Normal gear, which is fabulous. Okay, we'll send you 2 Atheism, Nothing There bumper stickers. It's great. We have to fight back. Okay, we who know that religion's not bad unless it's abused, we got to fight back. I'm not going to let these guys get away. I'm not going to let that Honda driver get away with it. Slapping that. Atheism, nothing. It's funny. And it's true. You're atheist, you belong to anything. It's, the little amoeba surfing in the ocean becomes a brontosaurus. Yeah, okay, Bill Maher. Sure. Let's show the colors. Team Normal gear, we're Team Normal, and the bumper sticker, Atheism, nothing there. You buy anything, 2 stickers on their way to you free of charge. Thank you for watching and listening to the No Spin News. We'll have the best coverage on the Fox trial, and we will see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.